What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the XCESSIVE Podcast. I'm Aiden. Joining me today, we have Biz.
What's good?
And John.
Hello.
We're also back in orbit with WaveChange.
What's going on?
We'll leave him linked in the description. Make sure you guys check him out.
Yeah, it's our media podcast, so we're in orbit. So
Yeah.
man, welcome to the show, Wave. How are you feeling today, man?
Good, man. I appreciate you guys having me. When you asked me to do it, of course, I was on board because I think what you guys are doing is pretty dope, and it's dope to see you building something with Jersey. So I'm excited.
I appreciate that. So, how long have you been making films?
I've been doing videos in general. I want to say, what am I, 23 now? So this would be going on 11 years. I've been making videos probably on a weekly basis, if not like at least like 2 to 3 videos a week for the probably last like 11 years. And I want to say professionally, this will be the 5th, I believe. Like doing it professionally, trying to pursue it, and like build something out of it.
Damn, I have a question. How did you come up with the name WaveChange for the company name?
It honestly doesn't have like a crazy backstory. I grew up on the street Wave Crest, so everyone always thinks that's where it comes from every time anyone hears that. But it's just in the, like, my friend group's vocabulary, we would say, what's the wave? So, like, what's going on? Like, what are we doing? So it's simply just, like, like the wave, like, what's going on, changing what's going on.
Yeah, that's fire.
So how did your relationship with Jamez begin?
Actually, it started right in the beginning of quarantine, when everything got locked down. So I went to school pre-COVID, pre-everything. I went to college in Philly, and I got linked up with an artist there, this dude Dejan from Maryland, who somehow was in one way or another connected with Jamez. I'm pretty sure they had each other on Snapchat, I think. And it was like a year after me and this artist Dejan both left school. So he went back to Maryland, I went back to Jersey, and he just hit me up and said, "Yo, I know this dude from Jersey who makes music. You should just hit him up, do some videos." And it was Jamez, so he just connected us on Snapchat. And this was like literally, I want to say like the first month of quarantine, like lockdown, like when it was like sketchy to see people. We just set up I slid to the old ShotBy Dano office in Bloomfield. We linked up, and then I'm pretty sure we shot a video that day. Like, it was either that day or the next day we shot like a run and gun video, and then literally from that day, I think weekly, we just were working on videos and shooting stuff. And then, yeah, since then it's just been snowballing.
But and what would you say, like, your favorite video you've shot so far? Like, if you had to pinpoint one of them.
Damn, I don't know, because they're all so different in their own ways. If I had to pick one, probably it would be the Closure video. Just because Jamez's Closure music video. Just because that was like when I first got really into like the CGI, the green screen stuff, and really took it seriously. And just like, yeah, to me it was like the farthest stretch out from like the normal stuff I was doing. So I mean, that one definitely has like something special about that one.
Word. And that was featured on MTV also, wasn't it? Closure?
Yeah, that one was on
A
MTV.
lot of videos that went through
You've had a
MTV.
couple like pop up on TV. I mean, like let's talk about that. Like, how's it to see like your video be on, broadcast television?
I mean, it's pretty wild. I'm pretty sure like the first time that it aired on TV, I didn't even see it. And honestly, when I saw it, like the first couple times it was on TV, we were all at the studio together, so we saw it on the TV in the studio. And honestly, it didn't feel crazy or didn't feel like anything really until I saw it on TV in my house. It was something about seeing it like on the TV, like at my like own house, like seeing my work where I've never seen it there before. Like that just felt kind of crazy, just seeing the MTV logo on the bottom of like something I sat at my computer and just like worked on.
But oh, what's it called? When it comes to the CGI and the green screen and all that, did you teach yourself that, or was it like something you learned as you were kind of going?
I mean, yeah, everything video-wise I've learned just straight from YouTube tutorials. So, like, if that's a prime example of, like, you can learn anything with the internet, like, everything I've done, I learned from somebody else making a YouTube tutorial. A Blender, the CGI, all of the editing, filming, anything. It's literally just been learned through watching a YouTube video. Oh, I want to do this. I want to build a CGI room. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, no, I see a couple people working on CGI, and it seems very very I don't know, it's just like an interesting thing to like kind of figure out, because it's like it's not like you're like filming anything, it's like you're piecing it together, you know what I mean? Where it's like it's very small parts of like movement and shit.
Yeah. The best way I've equated it is it's like the next level of Minecraft. It's like Minecraft with more detail, and you can actually like profit from it. You can build something dope and like, you feel me, and like sell it, or build like what I do for the videos, use it as CGI. It's just like it's almost like a video game. It's just building whatever your imagination has.
Yeah, it's definitely like something I want to learn how to do at a point. It just seems like such a huge mountain to like climb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was told
the best advice I could give you for like doing it, if you're interested in it, is just pick like one thing and try to learn that one thing. Whether it be like, I want to make a glass of water in CGI, or whatever it is, just pick like one task and kind of learn that, and then you'll learn like things along the way that you also want to learn, and you can kind of just expand versus like, I'm trying to learn this whole program.
Word, I get that. What program do you use?
I use Blender for the CGI. I was using Cinema 4D for like, I learned on Cinema 4D the like all the CGI stuff, and then I was just seeing a lot of stuff about how Blender just is more user friendly, has more stuff, and it's free. So I was just like, I mean, since it's free, why not try it? And after I used it, like the first video I switched over, I've just been using Blender ever since.
So do you have any like inspirations when it comes to like trying to get new ideas for video? Like, do you have any like directors or like shows or movies you look towards?
Honestly, nobody specific. Like the classics, like everyone's gonna expect Lyrical Lemonade. Like, I really like Blank Square Productions. It's a production company. If anyone's really interested, you could look up. But not so much as like specific people or things. It's just like inspiration from like really life, and I'm really into movies. But I wouldn't say like anyone specific. If I had to pick a director, probably Quentin Tarantino. But I just really like shot compositions in like movies and how they kind of frame stuff in that. And besides that, I would like really say, I mean, just like life, just like experiencing life, not thinking about whatever the project is, and just experiencing stuff, and then being able to just come to that, like, to a project and bring in whatever, like, just the life experiences or whatever you watched, or you feel me?
Word.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What are your like top 3 favorite movies?
Damn, if I had to pick top 3, honestly, I don't even know if I could pick 3 if I don't, on the top of my head recently that I rewatched. Hereditary is definitely up there.
Yeah.
I'm really big into horror movies. I really like Hereditary. I'm trying to think. What did I just watch recently? I just watched Tenet. Again, just recently. That's a really good movie. And probably I would have to say, Lego movie. The second Lego movie might be the best movie ever created. But you gotta watch the first one to understand. You gotta watch the first one to like
I've
know.
seen the first one.
Like,
I didn't see the second.
I
characters.
didn't see the second one.
Yo,
I've
watch
never
the
seen
second one. That might be the best movie ever made.
Damn. I've never heard that before.
I was gonna say Hereditary fucked me up. I was like,
Yeah,
I did this whole
Hereditary's
challenge for
dope.
myself in October where I was like, I'm gonna watch all the movies that are like they say is like the scariest or whatever. And Hereditary was in one of the top 10. Watched it, it fucked me up, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, Hereditary is usually in like the top of the list of the scary movies. Yeah, I'm a huge scary movie person. I've probably seen every like mainstream scary movie that's out there.
Yeah, I'm not really into scary movies like that. That's Johnny's.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Well, Wave, I think that's all the time we've got. Is there anything you'd like to say before we wrap things up?
No, just follow your passion. That's the short piece of advice I got for everybody. Figure out what you like to do, and then find a way to do it every day.
Words to live by.
Facts. Well, Wave, thanks for joining us. We're gonna move on to our next interview.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, man.
All right, we're back in orbit with Hoodie and Pebbles from Arena Podcast. How are you guys doing today?
Hey,
We good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, welcome. You know, we were. If you guys didn't check it out, we were on their podcast like a couple months ago. Now we got them on here.
It's like a whole podcast. I don't even know what to call it.
Podcastception.
Podcast
on the podcast.
That's perfect right there.
So can
Full
you
circle right there.
Exactly. Full circle.
So can you tell us a little bit about like what you do? Because obviously, you do interviews since we were interviewed. But what else do you do? Just what else do you do? Really, yeah.
Yeah, so for everybody, again, I want to say thank y'all for having us. Hoodie here, Pebbles. We are 2 out of 3 hosts of the Arena Podcast. Our other partner, Gut Check, he's going through some other stuff that's keeping him on the sideline for now, but we're going to hold it down for bro. But our platform is pretty much for entrepreneurs and artists to come and get their word off. We started it because we wanted something for artists or entrepreneurs that feel like whatever they got is going like it's overlooked and they need that platform to help them elevate. So we really go for the underdogs and the people that's really trying to get going in entertainment or in the business world, whatever they involved in.
Word. How long you guys been doing this?
Since 2018, we actually about to close in. We're gonna send y'all some invites too because we're gonna be celebrating the 5-year anniversary for the podcast.
Damn, 5 years.
Damn, 5 years.
That's crazy.
That's
Definitely gotta pop out to that for sure.
Would you say that's too long?
Let's say it again.
Would you say that's too long, or would you say
No.
That's
Honestly,
great.
we're just getting started. To be
Just
honest
getting
with you.
started. Just getting started. And right
That's
now,
amazing.
especially 2023 has evolved. Like sometimes we be talking like the word podcast might be put in the cap because we really do a lot. We do a lot of media coverage. We create a lot of content for artists out here. We connecting artists with different stations and just becoming that plug for these artists. We doing the merch for these artists and everything too. So it's a wide range. We might even be controlling some of your favorite artists' social media. You know what I mean? Without y'all even knowing. So
No doubt.
we doing a lot over here. And shout out to my man Joe. Got Made You Look Photos. That's our partner over there. That really helped us with the visual to help us do the recap videos and we doing photo shoots and everything. You know, so it's we just blessed to just keep going. And I wouldn't say that we've been in it too long, like she said. We just getting started.
Once you connect with the Arena Podcast, we're a networking community. So anybody that we collab with or we meet, we're going to take everybody along with us that wants to come along for the journey, you know. So it's just a blessing. It's great. We connect with so many artists. So many people reach out. You know, we like to keep things on a professional basis as well. So, you know, a lot of things will be private. But as Hoodie said, we might be sitting here, you know, working your own artist social media. And you would have never even know. Because we putting it out there like it's that person anyway.
Absolutely.
You know,
Damn,
so.
I didn't even know about
See,
that.
I didn't even know.
I'm gonna ask you after who, because now you got me wondering. I don't wanna ruin the.
We can talk on the side. We talk on the side.
Yeah.
Well, what's it called? I was actually gonna say Biz and I met you both. Yeah, met you both. I think at the Ace Moolah Jersey Drill Show. I think was the first time.
It was either that one or it was.
I think it was the Hunter one. The one for Hunter.
Yeah, there was. We've seen it.
Yeah, that was actually. I think it was like a year ago this week.
Yeah,
like that we just
like
a
year ago
guys.
today.
I think we were just hitting around the corner of the whole Hunter
Wow.
birthday party. That's actually fucking wild.
That's
like
wild.
we got
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow, time flies, man. I feel like it was just like not too long ago.
That feels like a few months ago in my head. Like I'm not even lying. It feels like that just happened like in the fall.
Yeah.
Right.
But let me ask you guys this. You guys been doing this for 5 years. You know, we know this as, you know, fellow podcasters, like the whole premise of a show is always evolving and changing. What's like the one takeaway you guys always like leave with when you're trying to revitalize your show or try to do something new with it?
It's just that sense of satisfaction. Like if we adding something or doing something different, it's something to help whoever we working with, like that artist or that business owner. We like, yo, once they see what we doing now, it's gonna really help them go in that direction they trying to get to.
Exactly.
You know. And
yeah, definitely want to see the artists grow, entrepreneurs,
that
anybody,
growth.
anything that they're doing. We want to make sure we're adding value to it.
Right.
And you know, like you said, the growth.
Yep.
Making sure that they're growing from there, and we're, you know, adding value and something to it to help them out. That along the line somewhere they're going to say thank you, or you know, you guys brought me out there. We hear that a lot with a lot of artists as well too. They say, man, you know, I met this person because you played my music, or you know, through iHeartRadio, you know, with Music Remedy and everything too. So
Yep, absolutely. The iHeartRadio thing that we do every Friday, we last year, 2022, we started a segment. It's like a separate segment of the show called Music Remedy. Well, we don't even talk, we just play the music. And that really boosted everything, like as far as views and downloads for the podcast and stuff. And even like the artists reaching out, because now they want to be a part of this mix. So, you know, just adding those things and elevating with these people out here is just mad satisfying. I say it like that.
What do you think your favorite part of interviewing someone new is?
Interviewing someone new, my favorite part is when we ask them something and they stop and think like, man, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Or they be like, yo, nobody never asked that before. Thank you for asking that. Those be, in my head, I'm like,
Yeah. I know that feeling, yeah.
We had that same thing happen to, I think it was Law. We brought up MTV, and she was just so happy that someone finally brought up MTV.
Right, right.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
it's such a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yes,
you know,
Like,
yes.
You know, like when we do like our research, we're doing research like as fans, so we're always just trying to think about it. You know,
fan
how
perspective.
would the fan want to ask this right now? So
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel
Right.
like artists really start to appreciate that when you show like that, you know, that you put that interest
Yeah.
in, and you guys actually, you know, put the time in.
Right. See, the thing, I caught a couple of y'all shows, and I feel like it's a strength for us as well. Like, you could tell you familiar with the person you're interviewing.
Right.
You know, sometimes you're interviewing, you could tell like they don't know nothing. They just figuring you out while you're sitting there. The questions they asking you, right, is too general, you know. So when you really tap in,
Exactly.
that artist know when you ask something. Sometimes I might hit a bar. I'll be like, yo, my favorite line from this song when you said da 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 da. They be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That was, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You gotta catch them off guard with those little trivia questions.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so what is like the one thing you've learned from just like starting up a podcast or starting up an interview? Like what's like the main thing? I guess you could even like say for someone who wants to start doing this, like what was the biggest takeaway in your beginnings of interviewing?
I would say, and I know I'm hogging all the answers, you know, Pebbles here, this is my wife, my queen. You know, we started the platform, it was me and the fellas. And we pulled Pebbles in, so that's why I'm answering all of the startup questions and everything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I would say, you know, have your topic. Try to do something a little bit different, but don't go too far left. You know, because people that's tapping in, they want to kind of. It's like if somebody listens to your podcast, they want to be on such and such platform, you know what I mean? So if your platform is similar to that one, but you add a little sauce to make it, put your little touch on it, I feel like the guests would really appreciate that.
Yeah,
you know, and you know.
And I would say, you know, lighting as well, you know, the sound, things like that.
Oh yeah,
First,
quality. Yeah.
You know, the quality has to be very, you know, high level. You definitely want to take out the time to interview your friends or somebody at first before you really start your podcast or have an actual artist on there.
Yep. And for people that want to start a podcast, like your first few views might come from friends and family, but you can't hold it against them. Like they really don't want to hear your shit at the end of the day. It's that simple.
It's the truth. Everyone's like, nah, you're gonna get more views from strangers than people you know.
Yeah.
It's the strangers that's going to help your show build, because if they listening to your podcast, they listening for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So they want to tap into what you're doing, what you're talking about. Then they know people that's also interested in those topics and your subject. So that's how you're going to build. Your family just going to click like and share it and not even listen. Give you no feedback or nothing.
Yeah.
Right. what's it called? I was gonna say, like, 'cause when we were on your show, I remember remember the question, we were like, we'll win a T-shirt, or, and that was just really cool to like have this like this completely different part and different segment, like to like I forgot the question, but it was
like the lightning questions. Or
it was like a basketball.
It was like this or that. Yeah, it was
something,
Larry
right?
Bird question.
Larry Bird, fuck Larry Bird. That's who it was.
But
Larry
every
Bird.
guest, at the end of the show, we play a game. It's called Real Talk or Not, and this is something we've been doing since very early. You know, that's just us. We like to read up on fun facts that we sharing with each other. So we like let's put that on the show because a lot of these things people don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
like
and
me.
it also gives somebody opportunity to win something.
Right,
Also
right.
gives us an opportunity to build with sponsors and just help them grow and get their business or whatever it is that they're working on out there. So.
Absolutely. Shout out to We Are Jersey magazine, one of our first and still rocking with us to this day.
Yes.
Yep. And shout out Wolf Minded. That's another big one. To the Most Clothing.
Yes.
Got me looking nice right now.
Oh,
Yay.
I mean,
Repping the
so,
gear.
yeah. Absolutely. We just try to help everybody build because we not getting this knowledge for just me and her. We want to share it. We want everybody to grow. We're trying to change the energy out here.
Exactly.
Word. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Do you have anything you want to tell the people before we head off?
Yeah, just believe in yourself, and when they hating on you, just take that as motivation.
Exactly.
That's
Keep
it.
going. Take any information or criticism and just put good energy to it because, sometimes you need to hear that. And it's okay. It's okay to self-reflect, look at what you need to work on, and come back 10 times harder.
Absolutely. And also be getting artists ready for the majors because we are a little bit somewhat connected with On the Radar. And they opened the doors for Jersey artists, and they got The Arena Podcast, Hoodie and Pebbles personally, sending them the artists that we feel like should get that chance, so
Man, that's amazing.
artists tap in with us. We doing reviews and making sure whenever we send them, it's ready to go because that's on us.
Exactly.
You gotta send them the fire. As soon as you send them something weak, that door might close a little bit. So
Yeah, you gotta keep sending
scouting the
bangers.
artist first and making sure. So tap in with us. Interviews, iHeartRadio every Friday. You can send them music for free. You can come perform in Orange, New Jersey, Hat City. We got Music Prince in the live band, so you could perform your song in a different way, a more elegant type setting sometimes. Sometimes we be ratchet, it depends on what night you come.
Exactly.
Artists
you got made
connect
you
with
look
us.
photos as well.
Absolutely.
Any photos you need.
Absolutely.
Anything that you got going, you want us to get that media coverage.
Absolutely.
Just tap in with us.
And
Let
y'all
us know.
three, y'all got to let us know. We're gonna set a date. We're gonna set up a photo shoot for y'all whenever y'all ready. That's on love. Like,
I'll take
love
it.
it.
Yeah, we're used to being behind the camera, so I don't
So
know.
now we just do some like Men in Black.
take y'all some good
Yeah,
flicks, man.
I'm just be staring at the camera like.
All right,
But make sure y'all go tap in with him.
links below.
It's Pebbles, Hoodie, and Gut Check. But he's not here today. Arena Podcast.
check
Make sure
it
y'all
out.
go check him out. Link in the description.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much again, and peace.
Peace.
Thank you for having
so
us,
much.
Excessive TV.
All right, guys, we're back in orbit with ShotBy Dano. What's going on, man?
What's up?
Not much. Welcome to the orbit.
Thank you guys for having me.
Of course.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So we met you at Dingbats 2 years ago at what was that? NJ.
Yeah,
NJ
New Jersey's
number
number
one
one hip hop
hip-hop,
event. Yeah, the first one they ever did there.
Yeah. So how has your experience been with concert photography?
Honestly, I really love concert photography. It's always just like, cause I'm really into music, so if I ever have the chance to, I would always go to a concert. I would say it's probably my favorite thing to shoot, but I just don't have access to it as easily. So
Okay.
I saw you did a couple photos of Moneybag Yo, and those pictures
Yeah,
came out
those
fucking
were-
clean
yeah.
as shit.
Those are
those were hard.
How was the experience of just taking pictures of a celebrity status performer?
Yeah, that was a really fun day for me. Cause I was like, so I worked for the school newspaper here, and they told me that they were like, "Yo, you're hired for it," and I was pumped. I got there super early, and I got to actually kind of talk to him for a little bit, like backstage, so that was cool. And then he probably played like 10 or so songs, so it was a fun time, and he was just like. He was on stage, and then he kind of walked up to the crowd too, so it was cool.
Yeah, that must have been was that a performance? Because I know like some colleges they have artists come in. Was that like you went out somewhere that was different, or did he perform at the school?
Yeah, no, he actually came to the baseball stadium, and they set up a stage there.
Oh damn, that's sick. Dope.
Yeah, it was fire. I didn't know what to expect, but the weather was nice too, so that was good.
Wait, it was all outdoors and shit?
Yeah.
Damn. I fucking love outdoors.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. What do you think one of the coolest?
That was a fun day for sure.
What do you think one of the coolest like shoots you've ever done was? Like, where was it? The setting? How did the photos come out? What was the subject?
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean that Money Bag Yo one was fire.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like I really like sports now, kind of too. So I did like some basketball games this year that I was just happy how they came out. Like we went to some cool gyms. But honestly, that Money Bag Yo, like, cause concert really is what I would want to do. It's just hard to like, it's not like I could just walk up to like a rapper and be like, hey, I want to shoot your stuff. It's very hard. Like the connections and networking is very difficult.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just mentioned that you do a lot of sports photography and all that. We see you do a lot of pictures with the hockey team, and you just mentioned the basketball team there. Like, can you just talk about like the atmosphere of like being able to like shoot at these? Because I'm assuming they're pretty big games since it's college teams. Like, can you just explain the atmosphere and how you feel that you're just like a part of the quote unquote like show of the sporting event?
Yeah, no, so that's actually what's really cool is like I feel like my camera gets me to be able to meet people almost. So like it really brought me there, and now like the guys on the team, like if I see them when I'm walking down the street, they're gonna say what's up, we'll talk or whatever, and it just like it helped me build friendships. Where it's like if I was just going there to watch as a fan, it'd be completely different. But since I'm taking pictures at it, like. They give me a lot of respect for like they like the work, and I also just like I just have to shoot something like once a week. I feel like so it works out.
Where it's almost like you feel like you're like not like you personally feeling it, but it's like everything around you. It's almost like you're a part of everything, which is that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's like. If I didn't, like, my camera has brought me so many places that, like, if I wasn't taking pictures, I wouldn't have had these opportunities.
Right. Camera's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Media is a powerful thing. Like, it's true, though. It's really true. You never know where, like, you could get a camera one year and the next, you're shooting at Rolling Loud or some crazy shit,
Sure.
It's just...
Yeah, it's a great way to meet a lot of people.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So what kind of camera do you use?
So I have a Canon 6D Mark II.
Okay.
It's a full frame, and I really only have 2 lenses, so that's kind of the struggle right now. I'm trying to save up, buy some more lenses this summer.
Gotcha.
But I'm definitely sticking with this camera for a while. I like how it is.
What's it called? I'm a Canon person, so
Yeah.
Canon to me, when it comes to photography, just fucking amazing cameras. Just amazing cameras, and you can see it on your page.
Team Canon till I die.
Yeah.
What lens did you use for the sports photography? Because I know sometimes getting those fast moving shots, like you need. I mean, you want to have a high amount of zoom to get those close up shots and the depth of field.
So that one, like whenever I shoot sports, I really just use. I think it's a 75 to 300.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, so it's pretty.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
Yeah, but like so that's really all you need because, like, it can reach far. Like even if I'm shooting like say a soccer game or something, like I can see down the field with that lens.
Damn.
So
That's sick.
Have you ever seen the 1200 millimeter Canon ones, like the telescopic lenses, like those? They look so goofy.
You need a tripod for the lens.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that. They're like $20,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
they're I mean
they're wild.
they are the kind of the best. So I mean,
it's insane though. Gear gets so expensive.
Yeah,
It's such a shame.
yeah. I thought the cameras were expensive, and then
the rest.
You get the camera, and then you start looking at lenses.
It just never comes in.
God. No, it doesn't.
And the last question we have for you, is there a field of photography that you haven't gone into but you want to go into? Like for example, like we were just talking about like the big ass fucking millimeter cameras, but they usually use those for like National Geographic and stuff like that. Would you ever want to go into something that's just completely out of the field that you haven't tried?
Yeah, so that's something like that's kind of like what I'm planning on doing this summer. Like since like this whole school year for me has just kind of been like, you know, sports, pictures of people, but I want to be able to just go chill, like find a nice looking landscape and just like take a couple pictures, but mostly also just like actually be there and enjoy like the nice looking scene. But I mean, that's also hard too because it's like it's hard to like make it famous or whatever per se, doing landscapes and being like a travel photographer, because you have to like know people or whatever. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's definitely the most enjoyable for me because like I don't have to pose anybody. I don't have to like get the shot of somebody making the basket. Like it's just slow down. You sit there and you just enjoy your time.
Weird.
All right, well, thanks for joining us on this Orbit episode, Dan. Good luck with your photos in the future, and guys, make sure you check him out. We'll have his Insta handle tagged in the description, so blow up his Insta account, like his photos, because they're pretty fucking sick. So
yeah, they are.
Check him out. Give him a follow.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say? Is there anything you want to say before we head off as well?
Just I mean, thank you guys. Good luck with what you got going on. Keep killing it. Keep working.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys, man.
And appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too. All right, guys. Thanks. Peace.
Peace.
All right, thank you guys for joining us on this Orbit episode. We'll make sure that everyone that was featured in this episode is linked in the description below. So make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe, and hit the bells to stay notified with what we're doing.
Yeah, and make sure to really check them out. They're great media people. Get tapped in with them if you're an artist, or just get tapped in them in general, because we got to support each other.
Give them a follow. Check out their stuff. They do fireworks, so check them out and keep checking us out.
Yeah, please.
Peace.
Peace.